the world's most.
This and other story than the inside the program plus the commissioner, that the National Youth Commission, Joseph Madala, say the service level agreement with the commission don't get with the International Organization for Migration will help tap irregular migration by young people them na salon. Members say you listen to me live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and Alio Rock Metal Group, the support Radio Democracy for bringing the Good Morning Salon program come to you, powered by AfriCell. And Seth, you listen to me live from across the country from your partner radio stations, them Radio Shalom 89.5 na Konadugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5 na 88.5, Radio 101.3 na Pujon District, Radio Colente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kailan, Vopad Radio na Watalun, Voice of Sando Radio 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujon District, Advocacy Radio Potloko District, Radio Cats Bami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, and Arts FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Salon. You can be part of the program by way you go send message to the number 077-981-981, 077-981-981, or go now we get the Democracy Facebook page, so you go follow the program live, drop your question or comment on the issues that we will discuss inside the program today. The program na Good Morning Salon.
We want to say sorry for that technical each day as we they get some technical issues now this studio, but we engineers them they work on them. We take the first issue inside the program this morning. One flag bearer aspirant at the All People's Congress APC party at the Macaulay don't asking company flag bearer aspirants them for work together as one and support the executive for CC the party win the 2028 election. A talk this is one engagement with the Olna Potloko for launch there the Macaulay movement with the team building bridges and creating opportunities for all. We the contest for the 2028 elections. Mary Kamara Bangura gets more on this and will now report.
As plenty politicians them, now the All People Congress Party don't show interest for be flag bearer for the party inside the 2028 general election. And one part them politician them day now at the Macaulay, where plenty people at the APC can call fearless, the man of the moment. With this in interest, where it don't show to the party member them. Make Ngowa Kana the Putloko district for inform the people them, but in the way plan for do for the party and the young people then at the country. If member at the All People Congress pick and forbid them flag bearer for lead the party inside 2028 election. Inside this homecoming, we get plenty performance to put lot of people, and this na sign of hope to them picking at the Macaulay for bringing development at the Putloko district with the theme building bridges and creating opportunity for all. The chairman for the mobilization committee, Jibrila Kamara, explained the reason for the program.
Today, now a wonderful day. Today, now other remarkable day for the sons and daughters of Poloko District. The All People Congress family in Poloko District come on in number for me the council sign of appreciation to them brother. Not only the All People Congress family come on, region, constituency, ward, who all there for can embrace brother, for give and courage, for let God make it easy for this venture we don't they take so.
Inside Iyon talk, His Worship, the Mayor of Potloko District, Ali Badaga Tarawali, say anything we get for do with APC, na Potloko na the home.
This is our time, this is our era. The future is in our hand. If we take responsibility of the present, then the future will be bright. Because anything we get for do to the APC, Potloko na the home. And welcome to my brother, Adi Macaulay, where don't come before for ask for the flag bearer of the APC. And I have to pray that with all the prayers where they pray for, and they ask God, let God answer in prayers. And I believe, say, with the young people, we get for continue for support ourselves. At the end of the day, I believe that in a one person, where God don't mark, that he will become the flag bearer, and subsequently will become the president of this country. That if God be know, then at the Macaulay, may make it easy for them. Let not struggle too far, and let it get the good people where they are around them.
One flag bearer aspirant, na the All People Congress, at the Macaulay, say the rural area now they make Salone team up in terms of economy.
The rural areas and then make Salone team up so in terms of the economy. Not get big mines and minerals that future and offline and then income, especially for but also so future of this country we get for Bill and we village, we get for Bill and we farm, we get for Bill and all we chiefdoms them. For too long, the rural communities them and they don't propose the development of this country. But in return, they receive very little for them. I want to tell you and say, as leader of the party, I will make my priority say we will focus on the rural community in terms of agriculture, minerals, and then they come on. But I need to benefit and development the candidate for being a king of the party. New presidency will change this reality. I will put rural development at the center of the national progress. And then they just stop her as a slogan. I will make sure say it becomes a reality.
And Macaulay continues say, them common opponent na the SLPP, not for the APC. So let not go they attack themselves.
The tourist told by one person and the party the tourist told back. Common opponents and the SLPP, go to members of the when they in the army attack the young opinion and the APC for talk back on them, for destroy their image, for destroy their reputation. Then we pay God, let God change them. Not destroy them all. Because no matter it's here, bad push not them for to way, but all and one. A united party with our one cause. President told in our one cause. Two leaders of nobody in our one party. Only one. And I want power for me. And I believe say go be me. Anyone can we will succeed. How you want for one company at the face and so they can support as they don't cost them money. Make sense? Don't make sense not to so. So at the top to company public like that. Then we unite, then we quiet. And you know we all get come on here, become a couple that and for each state house and take the presidency in 2020.
And Macaulay end up for talk to people and they put local districts. So they're not for the first to themselves. We country need peace, and the only way the country will get peace if we embrace ourselves and work together as one and push Salone go before for the Society for Radio Democracy. Me in America Bangura the report.
The program Good Morning Salone, they continue inside the program where they look at another issue. Inside the Attorney General Minister of Justice, Alpha Cisse, say one party team them way in office able for achieve inside 2025. Now the Criminal Procedure Act where they able for implement. Alpha Cisse talk this is one interview with Radio Democracy where able they talk about the team them where they're able for achieve inside 2025 and self some party challenge them where they face. They talk more to Yenok Kabia inside this interview.
Well, 2025 don't be an exciting year. You recall, say, really a close 2025 by I'm clocking 1 year in my role as the Attorney General and Minister of Justice for Salone, having been appointed by His Excellency the President in December of 2024. So really, when the appointment come in December 2024, it'll be a good time for take a break during the festive season, transition, coming with the energy, and really make investment in doing within for call the people's work or the people then work. So it don't be an interesting year, getting things together, putting a lot of reform ideas on the table, and driving some of them reforms here. So Of course, when you want for implement reforms, a sector like the justice sector, it's like building blocks, right? It's not automatic. You just don't get on top of the roof. You have to put the blocks and go them blocks in there, until you're able to get a finished product. So that's we done the plan for the past 1 year, and I'm excited for getting to 2026. So we're really able to build on the momentum we don't create in this 2025 year.
So talking about drafting laws, them representing government in the tripartite committee and all that thing, them I intend like for the office in that area, they in terms of success, them we unable to achieve.
Well, the point is, it don't be great. I think we don't make a lot of progress when it comes to implementing the recommendations of the tripartite committee. We don't make a lot of progress when it comes to reviewing some of the laws and practices. We get into 2025 at the time where we just done finalize, and His Excellency the President done launch the justice sector reform strategy. We really lay out how we want to deliver justice for the people in this country. So inside our strategy, we make a commitment, say we want for strengthen access to justice for we people, and we call through a people-centered approach. We say we also want for expedite the justice delivery process. Now we court them. We also say we want for strengthen human rights and the rule of law, and also that we want for strengthen the justice sector institutions and for effective service delivery. Then one are the 4 strategic objectives, and then we get 18 key policy areas and 80 key activities. So a lot of the things that we would on the drive now within the framework of that strategy day. So people and go see we come and don't begin implement the Criminal Procedure Act. We really in a law way go back to 1965, and we begin the review process for that law 20 years ago. We've been good for complete time, and roll them out. So that's really now the help for shortening the time where people take in the criminal justice process, from arrest to trial. It also means we court system now open to different kinds of evidence, whether things and way we generate manually, or electronically. It also means now we get a justice system where they invest in alternatives, for convicted persons, because really not everybody is supposed to go to jail. So we roll that out. There'll be also a time, within the strategy, so we say more try for go digital. The world is grow now. So, we need effectiveness, you need efficiency in the justice delivery process. So we do a detailed assessment and design what we call a blueprint for how we digitize the justice delivery process in this country also, and get an e-justice system. We also say, look, it's a process where, you get a significant percentage of the population where they get their justice needs met outside the courtroom, over 70%. So really not everybody want to go to court. But, if you give people if you tell people it's not for going to court, you need to give them alternatives. So at this time where we also done design a law on mediation. So go really institutionalize mediation. And get like mediation centers. They operate across the country. For civil and commercial disputes, people can exercise an option and say, we don't want to go court. We want to go to a mediator where, go handle the matter in a shorter time, 1-2 days. It's cheaper, it's less acrimonious, and it's faster for people. We also use this time here for do a pilot of the justice hubs, because like we say, we increase access to justice for people and through a people-centered approach. We want a justice system where they respond to people and needs them. It's like you go hospital, you go for headache. Me go because maybe I get pain in my back. Some other person go not surgery in need, right? That's what justice is. Not so everybody get the same need. People can get different justice needs, and so you can't get one system for respond to all their needs, and you have to roll out several options, mechanisms. So someone go watch say anything, now go get me justice need met or nayanda. So now that's what they do with mediation, with strengthening efforts processes in the courts. But also, like I say, we try for pilot in justice hubs here. So they will call them. Somebody call them clinics, somebody call them hubs. So basically, then they operate in certain communities, right? When we get paralegals, we partner with NGOs, like, whether not lawyers, or advocate, you understand, Namati. These are NGOs we plan for partner with. And then, sometimes magistrates will come, other lawyers will come, even law students, they will cast interns. This is a place where people in communities can bring their justice needs. Sometimes as somebody where maybe, in loved one, so you get question on how to handle the inheritance. Maybe not somebody with some business on Canaan community, they want lease in land for me and do that business. But you don't know how to go about them. Maybe not somebody want to take microcredit for start business. They can all come to these hubs, ask questions, get answers to those questions, and then use those answers for inform their own decision making.
With online success I don't talk for 2025. What's going to be some of the challenge them way you've been faced?
Well, I mean, like a lot of sectors, yes, we get resource constraints, but government, they do in own part, for really make the right investment. But we can do more with more resources. We, of course, also for tool, we personnel as well as the court system. We need for invest in training because all the reforms here so with the roll out there, we need for build capacity. So that the personnel will come along for accompany and then things. So, but also, I think, a major challenge where we not can pay attention. So, where they affect work, public perception. We need people and forget faith in the system. We need people and for build trust in the system. Without that trust, even the reforms I'm going to be hard for embrace. So that is why we they do your own part for really say make the system work for people. You understand? So when they work for people, then get for believing them. If you go hospital, then give medicine. You well, the next time we sick, now the hospital you go. If you go to the hospital, then give medicine, well, or then not give medicine at all. Where you sick, something at tomorrow, man, you to go, right? So that's what justice day. When people come and get an encounter of the justice system, we need for able for respond to the needs. We need for able for provide answers to the questions we then get. When we do that repeatedly, then go build faith in the system. So yes, that public perception as to what in the justice system look like, it don't be a challenge, but I can say. If with all the reform ideas that's the way we don't put on the table, plenty of which we are implementing. If I can say, waiting now the biggest win for me during this time here. So now how, noting this challenge about public perception, how during this 1 year so we don't try for reshape people in perception about within the justice system they do, for them and how the justice system will respond to their needs. And before now, when people hear about the justice sector or justice system, they think about something adversarial. I don't go to communities and we say people that don't say, oh, it be even strange, even strange for me to say the Attorney General, can't meet them, but you can go to, when I did at them communities and because I also they learn from them. And then they also use me on first-hand engagement with them for inform the reforms them where they implement.
So you go send a Christmas message. Anybody do you want to send Christmas message to?
Well, I want to send Christmas message to the people of Salone. And I want to say on behalf of government, plenty thank you for the opportunity for make we do this work here so far.
That now the Attorney General and Minister of Justice Alpha Cisse they talk to Kabia inside the interview those and say one party team them way in office able for achieve inside 2025 now the Criminal Procedure Act where they able for implement the program now Good Morning Salone as will be mentioned one part of headline story them inside the program today. We go talk to civil society organization then we go talk about waiting and think about President Julius Maada Bio in administration inside in second term of office. And already inside the studio we don't join by William Saul Lamin, we're a civil society activist. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning and thank you for getting me at the studio.
And Babadi.
Good morning, everybody, viewers and listeners.
Inside 2023, Salon people will vote President Julius Maada Bio for serve as president for the second term. Where inside the president, after the election, it will launch the big 5 game changer them. Where inside they get the feed Salon, human capital development and other one them. 2 years down the line of your administration, waiting civil society organization they think, but in second term in office and in 2 years of your administration make we get Saul Lamin and Babadi we go can give insight of President Julius Maada Bio in second term of office, more especially in 2 years in second term of office. I start with you, William Saul Lamin. 2 years of President Julius Maada Bio in second term of office. Waiting your general assessment of in administration so far. Inside 2 years of in second term.
Well, generally, you do it. You get some success stories. You also get challenges. But I can still say the challenges always they overweigh the successes. Because if you look now, all line ministries, agencies, and departments, you will find out say Sierra Leoneans and still they cry. You talk about water, they will say water not enough. You talk about electricity, you talk about education. So many things you talk about. Sierra Leoneans, then will most say, no, we get challenges in this particular area. But one thing I want to talk about first before we go further, I want to make it categorically clear. Now within this period we mentioned, if any government really want to succeed, if we're able to work honestly with civil society and the media. But for me, more especially for civil society, I think there has been a gap. To some extent, we the civil society says we're responsible, will not take the role we're supposed to play, will not do what we're supposed to do for ensure we engage government, put government on their toes for what they're supposed to do, because it's about contract agreement. When I vote for me, I win, I go do A, B, and C. And when you don't win there, you get for do what you're supposed to do. And civil society, for they out there for ensure we put government on their toes for do what they're supposed to do. But most of we relax, and government sees advantage over that. But the only thing we go on for also assure the public now that getting to next year, it's going to be a different thing from the side of the civil society. And waiting now some of the challenges, the way we serve go crisis we get. Now to some of the donors, we're supposed to support civil society. Some of them they carry their money now themselves, they use their money there.
Okay.
Instead of them pour money on civil society for do what they're supposed to do. So the blame they cut across. The government doing bit, but there were so many challenges within this period.
William Saul, I mean, we can look at some of the challenges them, and also again, let's look inside the second term of President Julius Maada Bio, 2 years inside office. You think any improvement don't take place?
There are so many lapses. I will tell you for free. I'm saying this frank. People who know Saul Amin and know Saul Amin. I'm over 30 years in this thing. Just civil society work now I believe in. Now we open 98.1. I just believe in what I'm saying. There are so many challenges, so many lapses in so many sectors. You know, there are so many reforms where the government launch, do, but still you follow you able to see tangible things that really they happen. I mean, there are still challenges.
What's that scorecard we use for measure this? Because if you talk to government, they will tell you say they don't make important gains when it comes to light. For instance, they don't put access to electricity from 60% to 36%. Same thing for water, they will tell you what the gains they don't make. The company fix our program, they will tell you say a lot of improvements. But if you come and say there are a lot of challenges, then you point out say them colonials will continue for dealing with you. What's that scorecard?
I'm not making a percentage here to make a scorecard because I'm not doing no research, I'm not doing no findings. I didn't tell you about what we physically see with our eyes. I'm not a civil society that is based in Freetown. Almost every week I must cover 1 or 2 districts for see waiting people in the sea. It's not about telling people that, oh, we don't succeed 68%, 90% in electricity. There are still challenges in electricity, whatever you may say. There are still blackouts, light they come, light they go off. People in asset, then they destroy, freezer, then they spoil, television, they damage. There are some communities within the western area as we speak, still no forget light. It's not about commission like the peninsula axis. It's not about commissioning light, meaning somebody go grade himself, say, no, we don't do something on electricity. No. People for really see the light, quality light, sustainable light. Then you grade somebody, you say, yes, you don't do well. But if there is still challenges, if up to this time, we are still talking about car power ship, it's not sustainable. We for the talk about with Bumbuna now say we get sustainable light with Bumbuna. Bumbuna don't come, if I don't forget, during the 60s. If the current Minister of Education, I really want to challenge me like Canada studio and tell we because as they don't begin work, they must don't show them figures where donors and previous government don't spend on Bumbuna. If you see the figure, I swear to be God, you go blind. If you see the figures of waiting donors they don't put into Bumbuna and waiting previous government and current government don't put into Bumbuna alone, you eyes then go get problem. One go on for ask, waiting at the result, what we don't see up to this time. Now they get threat. Kappa should go away money say no, I shut me light down. And if they make attempt on that, so many people will get for suffer. They want to sell Kurata to face challenges. The light is still not challenged. It's still not there. We still have challenges on electricity.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. I see me do some small research. I read a 117-page note or report from IMF. And I look at World Bank approach and looking at the economy. Mind you, Sierra Leone's economy is infinitesimal. So infinitesimal, not any kind of big economy, and a small economy. So if IMF and World Bank, the peer review China, in a peer review America. Now the Nigerian report on the German economy, British economy, what about Sierra Leone. So this is a small economy. We give a try to put we systems in place properly. We give a try for ensure we make sure that every sector function my function. Now, look at what happened. I just briefly go. I know we're going to I want to look at the economy. That's my niche. Now I like to talk about. Because without economy, Michael Sambola, you and I, all of us here seated, no one ever survive. I'll give you simple example of an economy. I did a house. In neighborhood, in neighborhood gets more motoka. In Pekin, go Limange. Commodity camp. They live a very good life, standard life. Me economy not permit me for last year in Pekin that kind of school na Limange or international or Providence. If I send me Pekin, it be Williams Municipal School. But you think say if I get money, I don't say in Pekin that kind of school. That is economy. In the house, just domestically. I'm giving an example. Now, we economy not strong. The president, since he came 2018, April, when they announced the election, he not ever get a team on the economy. I say publicly, and I want challenges. People to come and challenge me. He not get the people and the equal people for manage the economy. They are not there. Yes. I mean, I advise that we not be able to take things a hook, line, and sinker and just written and called the economy is about figure. You're asking a general question. 2 plus 2. Now how much, sir? It's 4. What do you make? I will argue that one day. If I have to argue, I have to go 7,000 years ago for break the Pythagoras theorem. That's the mathematical theorem. Say 2 plus 2 and 4. If you say 2 plus 2 and 6, then where are we going? The economy is about maths and statistics. The economy is about percentage. With GDP growth from 2018 till date, not ever go above 5%. The World Bank report did. Very clear. We economy, shallow economy, don't contract for so long. We don't ever make any headway, no progress, no continued progress in the GDP. We never make any progress in building, improving, or developing the economy. We've signed agreement. That's the way you improve the economy. Yeah? Corporate governance, private sector administration. Now, info improve, private sector will improve so much that, I mean, people don't even think about for get job within public sector. America, as big as they are, 20% of the total working population not in employ, 80% are private sector. Because the government not even for employ everybody or employ all man. It's not possible at all. But here in this case, the government not employ more than the private sector. So the government budget is strained. They don't pass the budget. They use overdrafts now. Yes or no? Why? If yes. GDP growth left behind by Aneskoma was 3.5%. That was bad. It began to fall from 2014, the Ebola. It came down to 0.6%. Then it climbed up back to 1, 2, 3. Then left at 3.5%. Here in your studio, you had Momoru Kagbo, 2017. Good morning. When Asma was interviewing him, he explained it succinctly. Here we had Mr. JJ Safa. So within 6 months, What is the strength of our economy? Our economy is designed by our GDP growth. 1. 2, your per capita. I see some indicators, few indicators that was sent to me. There are more indicators on the economy, if it grow or not. Now, these indicators, naturally and generally, I'm not talking about Sierra Leone. Generically, Sierra Leone as a country, the indicators them always don't be challenged. West Africa, East Africa, North Africa, it's just natural. Because the market forces of demand and supply, now in the determine the market force, now in the determine waiting for Apple, not to you and me, not to finance, not to the governor of the bank.
Union Trust Bank, they are for you. This December, get ready for smooth, fast, and reliable money transfer service like never before. Union Trust Bank, we proud for telling us it. Now we first begin for the Western Union money transfer service now alone. And now we save the do MoneyGram, RIA, and BNB all under one trusted roof. This is the Union Trust Bank December Christmas. Alone.
Of course, I look at the IMF reports, some voluminous reports where it talk about Sierra Leone a lot, like other countries, meeting them online every month with them, and I can get them books them via London School of Economics, where they analyze every other economy in the globe. We are not the poorest country in the world, by the way. Myanmar, Burma, then countries in these are poor countries. Yeah, Sierra Leone We will try small, but we will not suit in yet. We will not get a kind of team of experts in econometrics or development economics for handle this economy. And we will not get the phases there yet. However, I can assure you now, I don't sabi him, I never meet with him, I've heard about him, I don't read about him. Good guy, the governor of the bank. You see in cash policy we come, review. You see monetary policy. You see how the fiscal policy they go. These are the things you use to indicate that this man is good. But the Minister of Finance, the FS, the governor, and they work together, plus the office of the president. That's the most powerful office in the country, that it regulates every single bit of thing on the economy. Then get a whole department at State House where they look at them openly. So I wonder why, if now be magic they open the gates, the first one day, and if now be magic on a talisman name, or there was so those are talisman name. In I'll give you now the breakdown. In 2007, Anes Kuma also inherited 3.5% GDP growth from Alhaji Dr. Amachi Jankaba. 9.8. Where inherit him, it grumbled for 1 year. Then they move now. They move for sign mining agreement. Frank Timis Corporation and what have you, African Mineral. Then they have to grow the economy from 3.5% in 3 years. They take us to 7.1%.
Thomas,
in 5 years,
Thomas,
we were in this thing. Yeah, it was 90.1. All of us, we went.
Thomas, let me narrow the discussion to President Bio in administration now.
Yes,
as of now,
compare and contrast, sir.
Yes, sir. As of now, from your analysis, which are the current state of the country GDP rate? Not
to me, current analysis. We get 4.0%. Look at the World Bank report. The World Bank indicators there.
But according to the IMF report, shows says the GDP rate don't improve despite challenges.
From which point to which percentage? Which percentage? We are talking about GDP growth. We steadily move. IMF don't come embarrassing Bashwi. No, they don't do it at all. In 2000, in the first term of President Bio, waiting this time small, the Ebola and the Corona, from 4.3%, it came down to 2.4%. GDP growth. What will happen next? The progress. We don't ever, in the tenure of the president, not ever go at 5% or 5.3%. This is a projection that the IMF to make. But we don't ever go to that level. That's the problem. Not of me know the film, we all the film. When you go to market, you go know what it mean. And somebody tell me this. Why don't we do an extensive engagement with people on the economy? Former Minister of Finance at the Kotam told me this, that government acts for manage. The economy difficult to manage. But however, you need people who are experienced for handle them. If they handle them with candor, they never push a bit. However, you see the problem is that private sector.
In your words, this administration not get the people and for manage the economy.
They not get it. They get one. When are the governor of the bank?
What about the Minister of Finance?
The governor of the bank. You should insist on the governor of the bank. Why? He work on a department at the Bank of England. They call Adam Smith. He work on Qatar. He can work on Malta.
Mr. Babadi, this now is serious. I mean,
the government of Sierra Leone. He can. So he's well experienced, and he's been there as a civil servant or what have you, as a deputy. Sorry,
Mr. Babadi, this way they say so. Say the people around the financial sector no get that kind capacity there unless for the bank governor. What's the indicators? What did they watch at when they qualify that one day?
If I did class 1, first term, I can't 10, second term, I can't 11, third term, I can't 9. Am I making? Oh, I can't 12. Are you making progress or not? That's the question. Look at the trend analysis. Now the cost curve for handling the economy is the cost curve. Look at the trend analysis. How much they need, how much they handle, how far, how near, what's in the progress made so far. Is the economy growing? In our own opinion, Mr. Lamini is saying challenges are there, so many here. Look at our light system. President Bio, SWP, Paupa, New Direction, inherited 100 megawatts of light. 100.
From Usos. From
SWP manifesto.
From Usos.
Let me go to SWP manifesto, page 29. Go there now, and see the guy we call situation analysis. Look at the manifesto. What they say. They say, however, they will improve electricity. President Kouma and the APC don't make so much noise about lights. Then project in 2012.
Would that be the source of that 100 megawatts there?
I'm coming, sir. President Kouma and the APC projected 1,000 megawatts in the agenda for prosperity in 2012. But when they go and do the search, what did they see? And then they expect them. Of course, that document, it's well prepared, well researched document, the manifesto for SVP in 2017. What's happened? They say they identify, say, now only 100 megawatts day. But when they come, they can't give you sufficient energy. And for them, bring the SVP manifesto. Read the manifesto. They don't praise the PCU, but they say now 100 megawatts they see. And indeed, what have you 100 megawatts? Bumuna 50. Aras Kiplamat 30. The machines in now High College Place, Blackwood, and King Tom. Now you sum up to 100 megawatts. Now what's happened? When I say become, that was a political decision taken at State House. They abandoned.
Okay, Thomas.
Hold on, listen. I will give you an analysis. And I'm for camp post him now. Me no go to government. I'm not interested. Me work now for learn more book and go to IMF for go work or World Bank. That I want for do. I know party politics. I know appointments. However, they tell you say now students say that the manifesto. Secondly, now how much megawatts do you generate from car power ship? The machines are abandoned. King Tom and Blackwood, they are abandoned. True or false? They are abandoned completely. Secondly, Keplamat is cancelled. Bumbuna, how many megawatts did it produce now? 50. Effective now? The rains don't come. So we're below 20 or 30. These are the things. So, and the amount of money will come into energy from 2018 to now is above $600 million. And you can take more. Thank God for them. So, even though we are suffering, we will not get light. Media use light almost every other day.
Continue for the between program Thomas Pa Ali Babadi, Executive Director of Forum for Sierra Leone Youth Network. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue, Jalo.
Take another issue, go outside this behind one video been the work on social media outside .t been caught and for and some people with a mine now one abandoned mining sites and the Miko chiefdom inside Kono district. This make the Director General of National Disaster Management Agency John Vandy Rogers don't confirm say out of the 7 people who been they do illegal mining at this chiefdom. We do illegal mining at this chiefdom now been 4 die out of this issue and 3 in hospital. For more on this, he explained to Jaffa Mans Davis inside this interview.
That incident, 18th of December this month, it happened at Kono and the Mikoro Chiefdom, an old mining center where then they call Kumo, a mining center where they belong left. But people then can go do mining activities there illegally, not so legal. It is never registered, so they can go there for go do what they want to do. Unfortunately, in one of those incidents on the 18th of this month, that mining pit collapsed on them, and it caused destruction of life and property. And as an agency, we get responsibility for the protection of life and property. And because of that, we will make sure we work together with the Office of National Security Presence within Akono, the Sierra Leone Police, and the medical institution, the government medical establishment within Akono, for ensure we do rescue operation. That rescue operation, it took almost a whole day. At least 4 people then died, then 3 people were fatally wounded, who carried and go to the hospital. The one day we then die, at the end of the day, we'll make arrangements, we give them to the family members for dignified and respectable burial. So now that night happened, and we feel so sorry about this development, especially we would go through this particular festive season where everybody for the inside jubilant mood, and then kind of unfortunate development don't happen. We don't claim the lives of Sierra Leoneans in that number.
As at now, what are the status of this issue?
The police have been sealed up. We don't work, and we still continue for the work with the police and the ONS presence at the district together with the leadership of the council for make sure that particular place is a no-go area because illegal mining activities actually they go on heavily. But we don't make sure that particular place we don't seal them off, and we follow up on the medical response of the one within inside the hospital together with the medical establishment in Kono.
You talk about how this mining site now an abandoned mining site, and again you mentioned say illegal mining plenty in Kono. Women say they happen on the other side. As an institution, when it comes to public outreach and education, for make sure say unable for prevent such not for happening again in Kono. What I don't do in that light today?
Not only Kono alone, vigorously we work with all the various institutions and organizations within inside the country for make sure say then kind of thing continue at all. We speak against them and we encourage people them for let them stop for the undertake illegal mining activities in the country, because at the end of the day, if you do and so you do it at your own risk. Law all know say the security of an individual and I come first before the security of others come in place. So let the people then they attempt for engage inside illegal mining activities, make them stop. And these are the reason why we get for work with other institutions of government, the mineral mining institutions, the local councils where they on the ground, the police and the other security sector institutions for ensure we will for police to a halt.
Okay, with this, what's the message to the general public?
We don't do inside festive season now. We let people then stop for the go for the undertake mining activities, particularly in the night, or who say they don't do mining activities, they don't abandon. There are many reasons why people then can abandon mining sites for going to other places. So then please then put in the go for go to extra mining activities. We don't recognize at all by government or even the local authorities. Actually, we want for let them stop them because then they don't are they on risk. So as an institution, as an agency, we get responsibility for make sure we do outreach, educate the public, first of all about the enormity and the implications of what they do and the impact of what they do and how this they cost their own life and what are the challenges we associated with that in terms of human security and protection. Not only in Kono district but across the country. These are the reasons make even I've sure say as I talk so on this media, people then go hear this particular message across the length and breadth of Sierra Leone. And we're not taken seriously because at the end of the day, as an institution, we care for the life of everybody in the country.
Now they monitor this situation from time to time, but for make sure say areas their own, I don't educate about make people are not good here and then side and they for any damage not happen again.
The National Disaster Management Agency gets a whole department to record policy, research, monitoring, and evaluation. Many instances when we cannot undertake activities, we can normally ask that particular department, research, policy, monitoring, evaluation, for go on the ground and see the impact of what you don't do on the ground with respect to some of the activities where they take place in various parts of the country.
The Director General of the National Disaster Management Agency, John Van de Rogers, they confirm inside the interview with Jaffa Davis out of the 7 people who don't been caught pan one village and Nimiko chief from inside Kono district. 4 out of them people they don't die. The program where they listen to na Good Morning Saloon and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Now time for me to take this commercial break and when we come back to studio guest them and continue the discussion.
Start SL, they're ready for the 2026 population and housing census. But before they begin, they go do cartographic mapping now all the districts them, chiefdom and section, town and village them that's alone from October 2025 to 2026. What's in a cartographic mapping? Now for map all the hosts them and do one quick host or population count and place them where people then live so they go able to count everybody correct. What you make them they do them now? This is the plan before the big census. For make sure say all things set. What do you for do? Help the mapper them, show them the host them, and answer small question them of almost people and they now one host. Who's kind question them then go ask? They go ask about the building, household, and almost people and they now every host. No need for worry. All data whether they collect go be secret. They not go ask you for your name or show you face any side. You go know the map of them easy one. Then go wear Start SL t-shirts, cap, ID card, and self go get letter of introduction. This stuff for benefit we all. Good data go help bring school, road, clinic, and other development to we community.
Now the time don't come so we go bring development here for we.
So when you see the map of them, talk to them. Make we all join on for make Mama Salon better.
Make sure say them country home.
Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ, was born on Christmas Day.
Bonanza. Well, Palestino Computer Shop don't bring come in Christmas sales bonanza. If you made a thing for buy, you smartphone the like iPhone 17 Pro Max, Samsungs, and smart TVs them back for sale. But in not so in done so. Palestino get computers them like Dell, HP, and Lenovo computers. Palestino get printers, it get musical sets them, it get the Sharp and Roach ACs them, all for sale. Rush now and go get your own. Now Palestino Computer Shop, where then number 5 and 6 Gloucester Street. Or you can call their number 077 805 898 076 565 432 078 997 999. Palestino Computer Shop, they wish you Merry Christmas and a happy 2026.
Welcome back to the program. Good morning, Salary. Come to you from a broadcasting house in New England. We will come to you, William Saola. You know, you're waiting partly say the economy not they do well because several reasons them they way responsible for that one. They one among them is say they not get that kind people in the economic space way for able for handle the economy. You take on in position so far with regards to the economy.
Well, me really want for deviate a bit, and I don't want for let this program really be boring. Talk about economy, talk about budget, talk about IMF, talk about this. Me really want for focus on the opening statement that we look at President Bill in 2 years in office, waiting at the successes and waiting at the challenges. If some ministers they don't blunder, some not serious, some they need for sack them, we discuss about them. We talk about the market, if rising price they up or it they down, we discuss about those issues within these 2 years. Now they really want for focus my attention. But when you talk about the economy, that mamuebu na market, you know they even understand nothing but to discuss here this morning. Always you want for no but if really Pepe Abbas and cost how he did, that police officer, whether they get arrest, whether road network, the okay, electricity they on and all that. Really, now they really want for focus. I don't want to go too much about the economy because as we get there, the grassroots people, we highly get interest in 98.1, where I believe now that was set this station here 4 years back. Go really even forget within the discussion there about this morning. The economy, of course, we all know say up to this time, the economy is not okay. You know, all man go talking book, big book. This don't happen, IMF conditionalities, this, that, everything people will say. Just like I can talk about electricity. Everything important to me, if we go small book about electricity, what I pay for me top up, I forget lights, na me host full stop, not to black out or one for C. You understand? So when we talk about governance, when somebody say when I vote for me, why I win, I could do A, B, and C. When you win, if I focus on the A, B, and C. And both the previous government and the current government are not going for say people are not qualified for run those offices inside the day, whether a minister or bank governor. I'm not going to say because these are highly educated people. You understand? Where president they appoint when they are their officer for run the officer. If they know for run and for let the people in life they change, we for discuss them. What to make the name for do what they're supposed to do for make the lives of Sierra Leoneans then change. We for discuss them. And I think civil society is supposed to be at the center in all of this. But they tell you for free, government don't muzzle we small within these 2 years. And some of them are coming out very strong. And I want to use the opportunity for even talk to IG and other people that 2026 is not going to be like 2025. Civil society, we are coming out very strong as we did during the war. As we did when some man in the diaspora, we don't even know what happened at this country, where they elected appointed as minister. It's either they enjoy, they drive big Jeep and all the rest of it. You understand? We therefore take 2026 very serious. Whether people are going to prison, to sell, or whatever, they have to prepare. As we prepared for the war, for Foday Sankoh and others, where people not being careful die, we have to go. Because the country, we are not moving forward. We are still going backward. Why others are moving? I don't go Benin recently, I don't go Senegal, I don't go some other places. People are moving. We still sit down, we stagnated, APC, SNPP, every day. Now 2026, there is not going to be any serious business in this country if civil society not enough. Both from APC and SNPP. It's all about politics.
William, we will look into the second term of the president in administration. And under his second term, one of the things we promise the issue of Fit Salon, when the flagship program of the president of the government, 2 years down the line of the implementation of the Fit Salon program, any improvement don't take place in the agriculture sector?
A few weeks ago, we did been to Manip and the civic meeting. I make a pronouncement, they say yes, some civil society don't put yourself together, forget a CSO consortium on Fit Salon. Because government they can do them bits for ensure say the Fit Salon work. But they tell you for free. Me and you not know much. There is nothing much we know. They never make the impact. Because for areas come out to 1,000 or 1,200 or whatever, we they buy now something 600 or 6 something, whatever you may say, they don't try. But there are still challenges. It's not just about rice. How much do they sell pineapple? How much do they sell banana? 4 banana, 20 leaves. There are so many other varieties besides rice. There are so many other things. When you talk about agriculture, you talk about road, you talk about feeder roads, you talk about transportation. There are people who they plant another village for making them get access for cow the market and cities for sale. It's challenging. So it's not just about policy. It's not just about doing A and B. You also get to do the C and the D. Then you get the impact. There is Sierra juice. How many people go for buy Sierra juice? It's there, but the cost is a challenge. So when we talk about agriculture, there are so many things so they look at. Make it even say, hey, I don't talk on time without number. If we are serious, if government is even serious, even the Ministry of Agriculture not fit for them you building, I will tell you for free. If we are serious, Agriculture Ministry is supposed for them a place like by 91. If we are, I don't talk from previous government to this government. If the government sober, therefore pull Ministry of Agriculture from EU building to my 91 at the center of the country. When you go to Ministry of Agriculture, as I speak, like Bengrown, this is a flagship flagship ministry. You don't get to that ministry first and second floor if you are being grown. They're quiet. When we get flagship program for education, from the police station where you see action up and up and down. But when you go to the Ministry of Agriculture, as I'm speaking to you now, very, very quiet. Sometimes light not even there. Enough of it so. We foresee fire.
Okay.
You understand? The president, the promise we say, you for own an agricultural farm before they even appoint you. Where is it? The president even fail on that because there are so many people that has been appointed. They don't even get one banana in the backyard. You understand? When you make a statement, it's a policy statement. People they monitor, they watch, and they see. We foresee the physical things. The president he relaxed small in 2025. I will tell you for free. The president relaxed. For me, Fatima Bio works small self past President Bio. Seriously. The president relaxed. And the remaining years who don't left, my fear is by the time they get flag bearers, including APC, by 2026, everybody now focus to the flag bearers. Okay. They even forget about the president. And that will make we go more down, and down. So I'm worried.
William, still on agriculture, when you talk to officials at the ministry, we could tell you, say, there is increase in productivity. You're talking of onions, you're talking of poultry, and talk of other areas then. You think say also the inside and they not to plus to the government?
If you talk about productivity, if egg can be 5,000, whether they pull in America or Germany, and when they produce an egg na 5,000, then somebody know they foresee the impact. If egg na be 5,000, and then they produce her now, and you say they sell at 3,000, then somebody will say hallelujah. But if it is still 5,000, or maybe even increase, then We are not making any sense.
But not to the ministry, they
We
determine
talk
the
about
price.
now people are providing iron rod there. The length of the iron rod don't reduce, the size of the iron rod don't reduce. And then they produce iron. So it's nonsense. It's a real nonsense. What do they say? When they produce something now in a country, the cost for less. Because there is nothing about shipping again. You don't get more tax where you go pay compared to where they move it from other country.
Who that determine the price?
Whether they determine the price, whether they even produce in this country, they determine the price. The tax, the things involved for Poland and Germany, for Brian Salon, they determine the price. There are so many things where they determine the price, where they pull commodity from other country, they bring your country. There are so many things involved. Transportation, shipment, documentation, so many things involved. So we they expect, say, if they produce anything in our country, whether it is foodstuff, it is material or whatever, and they feel say the cost for reduce. And not for match the same like where they pull and oversee. You understand? We're not going to say will you same cement, the quality of and then Kote for almost it be the same price. Okay. Even if they produce something, the cost will be different. It will be lower. Okay. But if they are still the same, then they are par, they won't go on for ask question. What is the important for every bring factory now for can produce? What is the cost of Yabas? Yabas price don't go down? Is that what we are saying? Or even the quality of the Yabas when they produce now, you compare to the quality of Yabas when they come out. But at the end of the day, they are almost the same cost.
Okay, William Saulami with the holiday and take commercial break will come with the can direct to Pali instead we can to light on in take so far in the agriculture sector.
And you fall where you be lucky as small. Now imagine say the day where you born your pikin, you open UBA Kiddies bank account for him and you begin save just 1,000 euros no more. Or any amount every month done with no pressure, no wahala, just 1,000 no more. Now, let me fast forward and say, you picking don't reach 13 years and you don't ready for take NPSC exam. Don't you remember say, you be done the save now UBA for you picking in future one bambai. Don't you go check in UBA Kiddies account. Then boom, over 120,000 euros done the day. With no big, no stress, just peace of mind. You don't empower your picking. You don't secure in future, and you don't also make a dream come true. All this go happen when you choose UBA for open account for you picking. With just 250 new loans, you go able open UBA Kiddies account today. All what you need for open the Kiddies account na just the beginning birth certificate, one passport picture, valid ID card, and you, the mama or papa in passport picture or driver's license, and back utility bill from the last 3 months. Maintain minimum balance of 250 millions and enjoy free withdrawal, monthly interest, mobile and online banking with no deposit limit, plus free SMS alert. So what do you wait for? Hurry now and run come open UBA Kiddies account for you begin and make yourself use them for the save small one. Now UBA Kiddies account get. Because small get today mean bebe gladness tomorrow. UBA, Africa's global bank, one brand partnering for progress.
Okay, the program Good Morning Salon continue. We go back now studio to the studio guest. Then Musa we get Pali way in himself with the question to him, but in take so far on the agriculture sector. Take so far with regards to the agriculture sector, we are the flagship of this government in second term, your office.
Sector, yes. Well, me like for me comparison and juxtapose ideas. In 2014, agriculture ministry will inject 32.3% into the economy for boost the economy. But Ebola we come. Nobody no go into agriculture. Nobody no farm. All man feed is also it go down. You see how the economy every day. You see how the other sectors in the give. But because of the Ebola, give a problem. Pandemic again, of course, as a CSO. But you talk up them, we just talk about the agricultural sector. And the World Bank capture the feed salon program. Waiting at the level of productivity. Then they produce all sort of food. Now, Sierra Leone, in the provinces, but they get challenges of being in kind of freedom. So when they sell some to Guinea, some they go Liberia. Because of the distance short And they sell even this we guess this what I call a Walares. They sell a Guinea. Now Guinea they enjoy Walares rather than winner. So how do we curtail that? One. Number two. Who determines the price of every good or a service we provide? Even though they make an answer. Look at the juice. That determines. So the tax rebates, and then, well, I hate for going to anything maybe academic. The tax rebate between the levy on them people also, now they cause the rise in the cost of good or service. One. Number two, you get cost of living, you get standard of living. What's that the standard of living of every other Sierra Leonean? I forget his name now. Yes, sir. I really forget his name. Yeah. Adeyemi. A long time ago. The cost of living of this product, that was a good example. If you're viewing me, sir, determines, say you go get them according to your standard. If you not get a standard, no way. I'm using a phone way less expensive, Nokia. Is it I call it 220 or so, what have you? So money phone now LG, what have you? What can you call it? Samsung Galaxy or what have you? You forget them, you maintain them because of his standard of living. It meets the cost. You say Ghana expensive like England. That's true. But people are able to meet the standard because working in the private sector, the boomerang, the government, they make opportunity. They create the again, government no give all man job. Government they create the enabling environment for you come in and thrive. When you thrive, the money you get. For example, a city minister now left his office and went to how you call this place? African Mineral. They began $800, $900. They get opportunity in London mining for $3,500. So these are the things. So the cost and standard of living is different. Now, the tax when they levy, they don't introduce no new tax. J. Safar, Vandy, and what have you. Not ever introduce any new tax. Now the same tax them. What happen? They hold the valves them. They don't open up the valves them. So pay 5 tax. Look at the shops that are closing down in Freetown. You know why? They pay all the tax them. So they never say, well, like hand over this shop. I'm not going to pay this house rent or this shop rent. Now you get 5 taxes. What's in them to do initially with the after government? They don't negotiate. You got to call tax negotiation. You did negotiate with the businessman. Say, well, you will pay 5, but pay 3. These 2, use them for take care of your staff. Them, you electricity bill, you water bill, you rental when at $3, $4, $5 or $8,000. So you negotiate tax.
When you talk again, still in agriculture, when you talk to officials in the ministry, they will tell you, say, not to them they determine the price, not to them they determine taxation. This therefore do with Ministry of Trade and that of Ministry of
Finance. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So every other country in the world you pay tax.
So in your view, you think say improvement don't take place at the agriculture sector? So we defeat Salon.
I'm not getting the extent. The World Bank report and the IMF report don't identify Feed Salon as a very good project. But how good it is, the multiplier effect of it, and waiting now the progress to do in the last 2 years, that I cannot venture into. And I'm can give fake information as well. But the IMF identify a single amount as a good project, way for help improve Salon in economy and improve in the agriculture. Because we got to feed yourself. If we cannot feed ourselves, it's a challenge. Waiting now because the balance of trade.
Okay.
You know, the balance of trade, if not deficit or surplus, still Salonians is grapple with that. And I emphasize this again, and that agriculture is important, equally important like any other sector. Yeah, but they work in tandem with the Minister of Finance and Minister of Trade, so that the markets will flow. Price of goods will come down. When it comes down, all man enjoy, not one person enjoy. There is no price like SVP or APC price.
Okay,
Now
continue.
all prices.
Continue for the return of the program. In name of Thomas Ali Baba, the Executive Director, Forum of Sierra Leone Youth Network. Continue for the return inside the program now. We will take one part with headline story. Then also the Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge, say for address the plenty challenge where auditor then keep face for get record of thing them where ministry, department and agency then they do. Make government they set up one electronic digital system for keep documents them. Dr. David Senge talk. This is our interview where he will respond to thing them where the audit report make but in office as Chief Minister. He explain more to you, not Kabia inside this interview.
Yes, I don't read the audit report. Yes, I don't read the audit report, and I don't see the 3 items then we did it. The audit report say they're not able to see documents then for some withdrawal then supporting. And then they are the first thing we then accuse the officer. And then the ministry respond for say the thing where you ask, the documents have not been there. But yeah, the documents can't see it again. The audits come back, then see the documents there. Then of the 12 million, we then say they're not being get documents for, then see documents for 11.6 million. The one we they not see for, they say that the one way we give the military for make me then go do the demolition of illegal structures at the green belt, and then for do the demobilization exercise by the military in number 2. Now that they not see the documents for. And so because of that money they unaccounted for. But we all know, say, the military, they made number 2, they made the green belt, they still been the work there months and months, even where we not been paid them.
So the other thing back where the reports been captured na that ghost worker then the Chief Minister in office. So what do you make up of this?
Well, the reports can do it and then can say staff not available for physical verification. And that means then a ghost them. Then being list say 18 staff then in the office who they don't see for verify. But then staff then they when we check, one of them not been well in the Ghana, the other one will be not sent and go to health commission, the other one a driver, they now on a foreign affairs. Some then they will be non sack, will be non dismissed, and the letter then already been on the some of them they wait and the president will not appoint a national youth commission. So it just means say we own administration not be not update the list. So man name still there na the list saying a chief minister. Because we audit the card, they say we own a staff list. Then go then begin check for all man. Then people then did the name still be on the staff list. But one the foreign affairs, one the health commission, one now on a national youth commission, then chairman. And all after that 18 day, where we give them the information, it end up for say they still they look for 2 drivers there and 2 office assistants there. Now they say they not show themselves up for verification. We they take this very seriously and we ask to make all man show themselves up for verification.
So year in year out, waiting on be the problem with the auditor they come now then different office them, including in your office. Now that the time when they can ask for them documents here, not can be available. So what you now don't put in place, more especially you the chief minister, work with people they would in charge for say this thing stop for let the auditor then go come ask for documents when I not give them, but then go back, they can provide them documents here.
Usually then they ask for beaucoup documents. So if they ask, then they are for 1 year. All the documents, and then in this case, they not see 3, 4, 5. Not mean say, first of all, they for see all. But if then they look for outside the filing there, so it can be for due to poor filing. If you go look for the person not available, one way for address this in the future, now make they go for digitization. That way you get the documents, you scan and one time they online, or they not use server. We person can just the pull and they. And then they put digitization hats for all things, for every procurement, for every assessment. But now they the old goal.
So why more don't they go around the way the reports come out, the news don't they make around in our social media now that the money where the chief minister in office where they allege say they're not able for accounts for government able for use and for pay teacher and the other thing them. What do you make up of this?
People then can elect for take news headline. So if you look at the topic, say bank withdrawals without supporting documents, 12 million, 9 are the original. But if you look at what's in the auditor in final comment say, it say from the total amount of 12 million, supporting documents were submitted for transactions amounting to 11.6 million. So now 800,000 new loans. And that 800,000 new loans, like I say, now military then we give for make me then go do demolition. People in Kinde then they like Boku bad headline news. Of course, we know they take money for go eater or for go to warehouse on side we not appropriate. We know they did. For say the demolition will happen up now the green belt, not important. Also not so true. Because now we all the day what they say people then the illegal now the western area peninsula pass will go take soldier man then for make me then go broke because people them in the stone the people then would need for go there. Now politics, now bad politics. But now so it now make me I they read. I want me all man read. Not to just for read the headline no. Read the headline, read the official response, then read the auditor's comment before you judge people.
So finally, wetin go be your message to salon people, more especially with any kind of documents you can come out in terms of carrying out the news?
Look, I think say audit service now one of the most important institutions within the country. Now I make a fine for make nobody no politicizer. Because when you politicize audit, they make system changes not the day. Audit, now in the show, what's how you need for improve. Say, we find this document ABC. If you can, yeah, I say this now 10,000 units for buy sweet. You buy that sweet there, then you give the picking where the sweet there for. But if auditor can, it say, where the receipts where you get? You say, I don't see the receipts. This table here. In fact, I want to post here send. It not mean say you don't get the sweet to the picking though. It don't mean say you picking not eat the sweet though. But the fact that document is not there, the auditor not get way for proof say you not give that sweet to the Peking. Now I make it important that we as governments and institutions for they keep track and keep notes of everything. So the message to the administrator then, from where they all side, now this government, so my team there, now that your responsibility for follow due process, for keep the receipt, for get the supporting documents. Now that is your responsibility to the people of this country. But we when they read the audit report, we responsibility now for read all things fine. We responsibility now for read all things fine. Now for read what's in the report say, read what's in the response, and read what's in the final audit comment. And then after that day, you can able engage. But when this come out, they go to Parliament. I want to assure with humbleness, say, the Public Accounts Committee, they review each and every one of these. Then they call all man, anybody we now pay, we need for pay, then they call them, they pay. ACC, where Parliament can done, then self can go on this. So the goal of audit report now for do institutional transformation and for hold people then we accountable, we indeed do bad, not so for user as political witch hunting.
Now the Chief Minister, Dr. David Senge, they talked to Yenoka Bia inside the interview. They also say for address the plenty challenge we auditor them can face for get record of things them where ministry, department and agency then they do. Make government they set up one electronic digital system for keep documents of activities or things them where ministry, department and agency then they do. The program now Good Morning Salon and inside the program we they start to look at messages them where farm bulldog they send inside the program. Jello.
This first hour I go take from our YouTube page where they come up from Abraham Mutari. They say, Pale, I totally disagree with you. Saying Salon, they import food na Guinea, I not think that one in a true.
This one from Super Carbs, so they say the forces of demand and supply is how prices and quantities are determined in a market. Three main factors need to be taken into consideration by the Ministry of Trade: price determination, equilibrium of the market, efficient allocation of resources, which is more important to the citizens as all salaries remain the same, which affect the standards of living of people. This other one say from Usman Kuma say, I heard the civil society man say First Lady don't walk past the par. What ministry the mami they work salon na country. This other one from John Conte say you're talking about reduced price of agricultural products, forgetting about cost of production. This other one again from Usman Kurma say the prices of basic commodities, rice, petrol are skyrocket. Our basic salary remain the same. This other one from Theophilus say running a government is nothing so difficult. All it takes is sincerity of purpose. Our leaders fail because they hardly stay faithful to the oath of office. This other one from Usman Kuruma say, Babadi, you have said it all. The Bio administration is failing us every day into the economy. They promise us to fix within 6 months. We almost 7 years now, no improvements. This other one from Frederick says, since this other one, well, we come over to the studio guest them. I'll start with you, William Saul Lamin. You don't listen to the comments from people. What's now you take on the messages then?
Well, really, the all we got for do with the economy still, price then still go up, and the salary still remain for those idea. I think this one not so new issue. Issue we don't do for decades of years now. You know, the rent is still expensive. We don't get low cost housing. And the rent owes $3,000. In fact, that's really frustrates me. Why still government they allow people and for still they charge rent in dollars? And even government they pay some office rent in dollars. When a salon they didn't alliance with the deal with people they pay rent in dollars. You pay $3,000, more especially the western part of Freetown. Somebody they pay $3,000. We are talking about 1,000. You know, they check the person's salary where they get per month times 12 months. You know, they even get 50% of that kind of money. So at the end of the day, you will see say corruption they rise every day. Now, like the TAF project, the new city, na John Obi. Government they say na affordable house. For me, go still challenge say that one not to affordable house down in John Obi, not to affordable. Because if you go the way president, they do that symbolic handing over. You find out say most of the one they way rent or buy Oceanda. The diaspora people on our people well to do. No policeman, no teacher, no go challenge for go buy that affordable house at John Obi. It's not possible. So meaning we get for do something. There are so many leakage in the tax. I did tell you for free. If only we all get a role for play, not just the NRA or the Ministry of Finance. We all get a role for play. If we pay the correct tax to government they aim for put up some certain development where at the end of the day we all will enjoy that development again. For more we'll talk about low cost, Nakisi. We again, all that one they don't sell. The hill station, all longo. You understand? Who's time again we can forget low cost at this country? Who's still gonna forget decent hostels? Who size student then go day, then pay affordable price. We will make more people and go stay in the campus. These are all challenges where they affect we.
William,
you know?
This one come up from Ibrahim Sissin on our Facebook page. It says, in any civilized nation, civil society plays a vital role in holding leaders accountable and raising national awareness. But in Sierra Leone, many CSOs often fall short, either swayed by political interest or silenced by influence. When voices meant to speak with truth begin to echo power, the true mission is lost. Civil society must rise above politics and serve the people, not the powerful.
I totally agree with what they say. But also civil society also is challenged. Some of these donor partners, they are racketeers. They are not serious about helping our country. We then come, they say they can't help Salo, they come with the money for give support to civil society. For let civil society go monitor the hospital within the bill Kabbalah or Kailaun or McKinney, BM McKinney and that. When you don't knock out the money, you can't stay in a Bintomani hotel, buy a BB Jeep, own $60,000-$70,000, and they don't have Bintomani. At the end of the day, we take a civil society for pay transport. That civil society not go work by foot for come go be in Kubola for go monitor.
So what do people expect from the civil society sector?
Donor partners supposed over the years during the war, before the war and during the war, and immediately after the war.
Will they go into 2026?
Yes.
What do the public they expect from civil society?
The public they expect, in fact, for there could be public monitors, independent monitors. Monitoring is very key for any national development. It was happening before because there were support. Government donor partners they give support to civil society for do what they're supposed to do. But this behind time, you know they say how some donors they way they can find and get the international NGO. Where they come, they need the money to go back. Where the international NGO, some let they sleep na Krubola. If you walk all in like Krubola, the wrong kind of McKinney for can't sleep. As CSOs they are staying within communities. Then go for monitor that project. They can even convince the indigents for help if they build hospital. Then go say no, we'll go out for stick. We will go out other local support. But this only happen no more. So at the end of the day, You don't go expect that civil society from Freetown for Komoya go Kubula Raka by foot. It's not possible.
Well, was a plenty thank you to you, William Saul, Executive Director, Accountability Now, for where you take it in for be part of the program. Come over to you, and Thomas Pa Ali Babadi. What now you take on the text messages there?
Yeah, text messages are very nice. Civil society is also very independent monitors. You know, like you say, challenges we have so many civil societies. You get money we can for influence and facilitate and give money to civil society. What happens when it stays within the sector? So it's challenging. Medium like past 40, 50 projects. Yeah. Proposal, sorry. I don't win past 24. I don't implement them. What happens now? Challenges are there. What happens when it come up from the eye, it comes to this European NGO. The European NGO need to determine, without forget the money, how you forget them, how much pittance you forget. So the work is challenged. However, some of we can able to mount, we don't push. But I'm doing for say this again. You know, we get challenges within the economy. We will not be identified with the IMF. We get Boku ministries there. Department of Government, agencies. We give a pay a lot of staff. We pay a lot of staff. Secondly, we also now get Ministry of Western Area and Waterloo. Who are in here? What did they do? What team are they mandate? Who are they fund them? Who are they finance them? Who are the offices and they? Who are this Western one office day? You know. And secondly, you get challenges. This is not a disadvantage when you give election openly. They don't know. They don't hold the money. NRA reports to we say donor funds, whenever the use of debt, 60, 70, 80%, 90%. At times, now less than 1% donor funds come in. The reason why EU, they all hold the money because we need for handle the election properly. We need for make the election become, I mean, like how Ghana and Liberia they won't be there. We don't see the eager. So electoral accountability is important. Finally, I think I want to say this: the word where the possibility use of the council, you know, Minister of Finance. That's the exact word: bread and butter. That's the economy. If you want to go beyond that, now you say welfare of the home. How are they for giving picking breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Health facility. How do they close? How do they go to hospital or clinic or to a nurse in the pharmacy? That's the economy. That's economy for you and me. Yeah? But to that big one. So, you know, and I'm for going to Samiji economics. And you see the IMF reports. It's very clear how with GDP growth, the progress and the progress, how it move. And what's in the people in the market, how do they feel? So we get for really try and ensure say the economy, we move on from that level to another level. We still never go about 5 or 6%. If the Astral government can go up to 9, 10, 12%, and the world will become an envy, what's happened to this government?
Okay, one for say plenty thank you to you, Thomas Pa Ali Babadi, Executive Director, Forum of Sierra Leone Youth Network, for where you be part of the program today. Well, family, now we'll bring down the curtain for today's edition of the program Good Morning Saloon. Plenty thank you to we producer Michael Sambola with support from Yeno Kabia. Plenty thank you to Mary Kamara Bangura, Fatmata Samura, we make on see we live on our Facebook page, and plenty thank you to DJ Cliff for technical support. So till we meet again, me and Adeyemi Jackson, they say goodbye.
And your name na channel Jalo. Don't forget for listening to the other programs. Them at 12 when a midday show, 7 o'clock na net for we Salon News, and 9 o'clock for we waiting the big program. So to meet again, thank you very much for joining we this morning.